Hi, this is Lily. Welcome to Live in 4D. In life, as we all know, there are many stressors, and we often get carried away in our own heads and our frustration levels in our bodies in attempting to solve these stressors and or just ruminating on them, which really does us absolutely no good. So my suggestion is get out there and find something fun to do. Even if you're in a 9-to-5 schedule and you have kids and you've got to do the grocery shopping and all this stuff, make time for you. Your relationships will be happier as a result of you taking the time to somatically release the stressors that have built up in your days and your weeks. I often hear excuses. I don't sit there and call them excuses all the time per se, but that's what they are as to why people can't make life happen, why people can't release their own cortisol, why they're unhappy, why the bills are late, you know, all this kind of stuff. But the thing I want to talk about other than that is breathing. When you are at home and not indulging in treating yourself to what you should be treating yourself with and not having to call it an indulgence, the somatic work through of stress and processing and releasing of the buildup. So when you're at home, there are lots of different kinds of breathing exercises that you can do. We often go into holding patterns in our bodies. And you can see this as you look at people walking down the street or carrying themselves. You can see what their holding patterns are, whether it's a left shoulder lower than the right or a certain gait, stride. You can tell, or a clenching of the fist, or the wrinkles in their face. You can see how over the years people hold tension. So breathing and focusing on breathing is so important in order to, I'm going to drop that phrase. I think if I counted how many times I said it's so important, I'd probably be 25 in the last 3 videos. But bear with me here, I'm just getting back into the swing of things. Breathing is so important. There, I did it again. Can you believe it? Self-awareness and language pruning is very important to use in your relationships, because whatever the phrase is, we often are redundant and not heard, and we get tuned out. I digress. So breathing, there are many different types of breaths you can do. You can do long inhale and exhales, focusing on the length being longer on the inhale or the length being longer on the exhale. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, or in through your mouth and out through your nose. You can consciously breathe in warm air, regardless of the external temperature, or you can breathe in cold or cool air. You can do the reverse with the exhale, or you can match the temperature of the exhale to that of the inhale. And play around with the speeds and the temperatures of your breathing, because there's not a one-size-fits-all package. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that breathing in warm air serves this purpose and breathing in cold air serves that purpose, because we are each unique. But pay attention to the temperatures and the speeds and the lengths of time that you might hold a breath, let's say, and notice how you feel in your body and in your mind. And really practice this at your home when you are stuck there, whether it be time of day or whatever, and you're not out releasing cortisol. Breath work is a great way to keep your homeostatic functioning clear of stress so that you get a recharge on a daily basis. And you don't have to set aside 15 minutes a day to do this. I've never really, to be honest, found that works that great. It seems like a chore. Just build it into your daily routine and activities. And when you notice yourself going into holding patterns in your body, like I am right now as I'm talking, I can consciously slow down. I can even tell if I'm talking to somebody to just give me a minute. You might close your eyes or keep them open. and breathe. And maybe even slow down your words if you notice yourself speeding up. And this often is a mutual process if you're engaged in a conversation in a relationship. Before you know it, the speed is going from 0 to 60 and the friction is increasing and you're just hitting the accelerators, both of you, and next thing you know, words are flying out your mouth you don't mean, or you're having to walk away. So the key is tuning into your holding patterns in your body. Look at this guy catch a wave. Oh, I missed him. Where'd he go? There he is. And when you notice those patterns, remind yourself to pause and breathe, and you will start shaping a happier life.